This is the modified 2-on-1 arm drag to the back. Okay, so we're playing half guard, and playing half guard, a lot of the times people just kind of want to hang out there. If you know how to troubleshoot it fairly well, you can kind of even stall in that position, because if somebody doesn't know how to properly attack it and they're not flattening you out, then there's a good chance that you can survive an entire round just playing the half guard, defensively troubleshooting. The problem comes is when somebody does know how to attack and they are moving you in the direction to where now they're forcing you to make decisions, then you are, if they're forcing the decision making, then you're behind. So always want to be aggressive with the half guard. And a way to do that is, I'm always playing strategically. So if he comes in and I'm playing the half guard and I'm playing the way we're supposed to be playing, I'm monitoring this arm before this arm. This arm is the one that's going to cause me problems. This is the arm that's going to either smash my knee down so that he can step over, and now it's no longer much of a half guard, or he's going to lift my leg up and flatten me out so that he can do a X pass, which are two of the most common ways to pass the half guard. So this arm is the one that's going to give me the most problems, so this is the one I need to address. If he sets his arm up wrong, I'm not too worried. I'll just peel it off, because he's on top, he's got no real grip, and I'll just peel it off. In fact, there's Kimura attacks from here, and there's all kinds of things that I can attack and change the angles. What I don't want is his hand to be behind my knee, on the other side of my knee. Now, it doesn't matter how much I pull, it's not going to happen because I'm pulling into my own leg. When I see that, I need to respond quickly, and I need to grip his wrist up here. I just need to come up and then just kind of control it right here for the moment. I'm just kind of holding my spot in space. So the next thing I have to do is I have to monitor his legs to see if he comes up the right way. Because if he comes up the wrong way and posts with this leg, I'm taking away his space and he's going to fall. So we've covered this in another video. But if he comes up the right way, he's going to bring his knee forward. Now that sweep is no longer there, and now he's got his knee between my knees, and now he can wedge them open, get the spot here. Now, he's in a good position to pass, and if I hang out here long enough, he's going to shoot the underhook, knee cut, pull my elbow, and he's through, and I'm flattened out, and now it becomes a different kind of defense. So before he can do that, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've already have one hand on the wrist, so I'm halfway there to starting my defense. I see he's got the correct grip. His knee is coming up the correct way. So now as I do that, I'm going to stretch myself out. So he can't, as long as I'm bent, he can push into my ribs. But at the moment I stretch out like this, his hand slides off. So now I have 2-on-1 grip. So I'm right now we're pausing for effect to explain, but it wouldn't happen like this in a real fight. In a real fight, he would come up, he would start coming up, and then I'm going to use that to bring his legs forward. As he does, I'm going to kick my leg and come around. Once I get to this position, I want to make sure that my hips are behind me. If I come up and my hips are still under me, he's going to be too heavy. I want my hips to be behind me, and I want my shoulders to be behind me, so that now try to push into me, he's not going to roll me back. I make my base, come up. I always want to have the single leg in case he tries to run away. I'll have the single leg right here. I want to grip the hip, shelf his foot on my thigh. Once he's there, I'm going to grab here. As I open, my knee comes in here. As I do, I shoot for the seatbelt and I pull him into a back attack. So once again, with the legs, showing what the legs are doing. From this side, he's playing half guard. His hands are on the other side of my knee. I immediately identify that. This hand I don't need anymore because he's got control of the lever here. I can pull all day, but I'm never going to get his hand off from that side of my leg. So the next thing is I'm monitoring his legs. He's going to stand up the correct way. He's going to widen my knee and start controlling the inside space. If I stay here, he'll pass. I'm going to make myself tall. That'll give me 2-on-1 grip as I'm going to pause for a beat while he starts to stand up. As he does, I'm going to kick him this way. My hand is this way. I'm going to come up and I'm going to get my butt behind me. My shoulders, everything's behind me, so I'm driving into him. As I do, I'm going to come up and I'm going to control the leg, the hip, the shoulder. But before I do that, I want to pick up his leg, shelf it on my thigh. That way, he loses the ability to explode away from me. Once I've got control here, where I'm attached to his back, then I'm going to open, put my hook in, come in, and start the attack.